Hey, welcome to episode 37. So let's talk about email hosting. So there's a lot of different options out there to host your emails, especially for your business emails. And I'm not even going to talk about like the free ones. Like I'm talking like none of that at Yahoo or at Gmail or at AOL or at Comcast. Number one, don't do those things. All right, so avoid that like a plague. Number two, so now what are some of the other email solutions out there? There are self-hosted emails. So typically you can get them through like GoDaddy or a different hosting provider, and they usually try to package it up and offer a website hosting with email hosting. And then you have the services that are dedicated to email services that are more than just emails. So you have the like Google Suites or G Suite or Microsoft's Office 365. And usually in those packages, you get a lot more than just emails. And then there's also services where they just offer email services, like Exchange services, email hosting, just that. So as a small business, what I recommend starting off and even growing with is going with one of the bigger services like G Suite or Office 365. Okay, typically those services cost about $5 a month per email per user, and it gets you going really easily. Sure, it's going to cost a little bit more as you add more users, but at the end of the day, it's only $5. Especially with the G Suite, there's so much more that you get from the like Google Drive to other tools. But I'm not here to sell you these services here. I'm telling you here the big differences on why you want to go towards these types of services versus, let's say, the self-hosted. One of the biggest problems with self-hosted email services is that whitelisting piece. So what exactly is whitelisting? So typically for an organization, if they're really tight on security, they're going to basically block all of the emails that they're not familiar with or servers that they've never heard of. But usually they whitelist or allow access to servers like Google servers or Microsoft servers. So your emails are going to get through much easier than if you were to have your own email solution or self-hosted solution. So typically, and also the antivirus systems on those are a little better. The anti-spam is usually a little bit better. So for $5 a month, it's usually a better deal instead of dealing with all the headaches. And another piece too in the self-hosted environment is that there's a lot more maintenance, a lot more headaches that you have to deal with, because now you're managing the emails on your own system. There's a lot less maybe tools, maybe a lot additional third-party tools that you may need to implement to recreate something where these like G Suite or Office 365 may already offer. Another thing you want to consider is that putting all your eggs in one basket usually isn't a good idea. So if your website goes down in a self-hosted environment, so does your emails. Or vice versa. Let's say you get spammed with emails and it overloads the server, then now your website's down. So you don't want that happening to you either. So keep these things in mind as you're looking for an email host. So the simple thing is, spend the extra $5 a month and get either G Suite or Office 365 and call it a day. So if you have any more questions or you're not sure where to start, feel free to reach out to us or comment below. Thanks. Have a good day.